All right, everyone. So let's all begin by taking a nice deep belly breath in and starting to sink down, relax down into your space. Starting to open up sacred space for us as we start to journey inwards, taking another deep belly breath in and slowly beginning to melt down, hopefully, or laying down or sitting up straight. And as you take one more deep belly breath in, holding at the top, deep belly breath in. Holding right there, just tuning into your heart space, starting to turn your awareness inwards, away from the outside world, and relaxing down and out. And as you continue just to get settled into the space, today we are going to be tuning into cleansing, clearing guilt and shame and all the stickiness that those things bring. We're also going to be tuning into pleasure and desire, and almost thinking this is like yin and yang, because a lot of us along our journey have picked up a lot of guilt and shame that's been placed on us by others around our desires, around our dreams, around pleasure, sensations in the body, food that we like to eat, things that we like to do and experience. And I just want to invite everyone into this safe space for all the emotions, all the experiences, all the thoughts. As you take in one more deep belly breath in and out. And today, we're going to be diving into the heart space to begin. So I want you to bring all of your awareness, all of your attention, all of your focus on your heartbeat. And as you focus on your heart, I want you to imagine that there's a little door on your chest space right in front of your heart. And this is a very peculiar door. It's not a normal door. Noticing the shape and the color. And I want you to imagine yourself looking at this door from the outside, shrinking down so that you are the same size as the door. And we're going to be traveling inwards today. So take another deep belly breath in. And as you notice the shape, the color, and the texture of this door, recognizing that the door to the heart space can only be opened by a beautiful, loving intention. So let us set our intention for today. Our intention for today is to open ourselves up to the greatest, the highest, the good and healing for all of those involved. Cleansing and clearing guilt and shame that is stuck in our bodies, our minds, and our spirits. And opening up to the beautiful gifts and love that the universe has to bring us in the form of desire, pleasure, dreams. So taking a deep belly breath in. Nice and slowly out through the mouth. Watching as this doorway to the heart space begins to open. And as you step in, noticing it's dark inside, because the heart space isn't about seeing, it's about feeling. So noticing that in this space, as you feel your way around inside of your own chest, notice that all of the emotions can be present here. All of the love, all of the grief, all of the happiness and sadness, anger, fear, frustration, all of the emotions are welcome here. And just taking a moment to recognize that within this space, you are safe. And as you slowly and gently continue towards the center column of your body, notice that there is a spiral staircase, a luminescent, glowing spiral staircase that goes up and also goes down into your body. And as you take your first step onto this staircase, notice that the step that you are standing on illuminates a very specific color. And each step, as we tread down, seeing your feet, feeling your feet, hearing your feet treading down each and every step now, spiraling downwards from the heart space, slowly traveling down into the solar plexus, noticing there's like a chandelier in the center of this spiral staircase, glowing, shimmering, shining, this beautiful chandelier of light. As you continue your way down the steps now, spiraling down into your solar plexus, down into your belly. As you begin to take another deep belly breath in, relaxing away, melting down, sinking and floating down into your sacral chakra, down into your hips, and finally walking down that spiral staircase gently into your body. And finally stepping off of this staircase and looking back up through your center channel, noticing the light, noticing the expansion, noticing the softening and the relaxation spreading from the tip of your head down to your toes. And as you turn around, you notice that there is a big red door, the red door of the root. And as you take in one more deep belly breath in, and relaxing all the way down, we are going to be venturing into the dark forest, the forest of the unconscious mind. So as you open that door, you notice yourself walking out into a forest path. But this forest path is a little gloomy. It's a little dark, and as you continue feeling your feet along the grass turning to dirt, noticing that on your left, there are thorn bushes. And these thorn bushes in your unconscious mind represent shame. And shame can be a painful prick sometimes, telling us that we're a bad person. It's when other people around us tell us we are unworthy, we're not good enough, and we need to fall back in line in order to be accepted, in order to get attention, in order to be loved. So just noticing, traveling down this path, noticing the shame, maybe where you feel it in your body. Following this path and noticing on the right side of you, we have guilt. Knowing that these emotions, these feelings, these sensations are safe to feel in this moment. As you continue down, we're just experiencing so that we can recognize, so that we can understand, so that we can overcome and evolve through these painful emotions that keep us stuck. So noticing on your right side are poison berries, and those are guilt. And what guilt is when we tell ourselves that we've done something bad. It's when we've done something out of alignment with our internal compass. And when we can begin to recognize for ourselves the difference between shame, which is someone or ourselves telling us that we are a bad person, we are unworthy of love, we're not good enough, and guilt when we have done something out of alignment with our internal compass, we can begin to recognize when we feel these sensations in our bodies, they are simply messengers from our higher self, our unconscious mind, and our body's primal wisdom trying to tell us something. So what I'd love for you to do is just take a deep belly breath in and recognizing that if you can sit with shame and guilt in this moment, continuing down this forest path, knowing that there's beauty and gold on the other side, if you can sit with these heaviest and densest emotions that the human being can process and experience, knowing that shame, that I'm not worthy of love, I'm not good enough, can be no further away from the truth than anything else, the furthest away from truth. Knowing that guilt are these poison berries that we ingest every time we go against our internal compass and value system, telling ourselves we did something wrong, and noticing guilt and shame feed off each other. And what I want you to do is I want you to imagine on this path, walking that, dirt begins to turn to mud. As you take a deep belly breath in, feeling yourself starting to feel sluggish in this muck and grime of shame and guilt. Almost like if you're walking through a marsh and your shoe gets stuck. You have to try and pull your feet out, but shoe gets left behind. That's the same feeling, that heavy, dense, sticky energy that shame and guilt can often make us feel. And I like to call this getting caught in astral gravity. So when we put enough energy into our thoughts, our emotions, our beliefs, and the stories from the past that condition how we interpret our current life experiences, these astral energies begin to act like glue, just like that mud sticking us into the ground, sticking us into guilt and shame, trapping us there. We get stuck in the astral gravity, unable to let go of those sticky ways of thinking, sticky ways of reacting, even when we try and we really wish to let go. So taking a deep belly breath in. Noticing that all of these thoughts, these emotions of I'm not good enough, I can't do it, no one loves me, the beliefs and the stories, they attach themselves to our environment. They anchor themselves into the people, the places, and the things that we interact with every day, and we start to cut a groove in our unconscious mind. But now what I want you to do is I want you to imagine what it's like to go on vacation. Let your body just lay here, relax here, and allow your mind to travel maybe to a beach. Imagine sitting on the sand, watching the waves roll in, and just feel the relief wash over you instantaneously because you're in a new environment. And when you're on vacation, when you're around new people, when you're around new experiences, when you begin to notice yourself around a different environment, you can break free from this astral gravity. You can pull yourself out of the mud. It's almost as if you become a brand new person because you are around a different experience. You're not at your job. You're not at your home. You're not in the same arguments. Taking a deep belly breath and really experiencing life as if you are on vacation right now. Becoming that new person. Who are you at the beach? Maybe you're more relaxed. Maybe you experience more carefree energy. Maybe you're not as worried about the ins and outs of the day, the old routines, the old thoughts, the old emotions, beginning to fall away as you take a deep breath in. And recognizing that these old stories that you tell yourself, these old thoughts that you think, these old emotions are just habitual patterns. They're just gravity, they're just glue, but you, my friend, are more expansive than all of that. But I really believe in the concept of when you feel it, you heal it. So take a moment to just be stuck. Allow yourself to let go. No more struggles, no more trying. Just return back to the mud for a moment and just be stuck in the guilt and shame, the astral gravity, the muddy road in between the thorns and the poison berries. And maybe your stuckness is different from someone else's. Maybe your stuckness is thinking that I'm not good enough. Allow yourself to feel that for a moment. See if it resonates. Maybe your stuckness is, I can't do it. Maybe your stuckness is no one loves me, or I'm unlovable. Maybe your stuckness is I don't deserve to have my dreams come true. Whatever your stuckness is, just observe it. Let your stuckness be stuck. Because in a moment, not yet, but in just a moment, we are going to be pulled from this mud, from this gravity, from this stuckness. But for now, just take a deep breath in and allow yourself to let go fully. Release all control. Stop trying so hard so that the universe can come in with its gifts, with its grace. And noticing above you now a beautiful crane flying through the air. And the crane is a very interesting bird because it lives, eats, sleeps, rests around very muddy waters. And the healing energy of this crane can allow you to experience this stuckness without being stuck. So notice as this crane lands right in front of you on the path. And there's a desire within you to move closer, but your feet are just glued to the earth, stuck in the mud of your own thoughts and beliefs. And maybe notice that this is how it feels when you decide to go after your dreams. You know what you want. You can almost see it in your mind. You have a vision board. You have clarity. You have direction. But for some reason, the universe keeps pulling you back, pulling you down. My friend, you can let go now. Take a deep breath in. As this crane suddenly transforms into Kuan Yin, Divine Mother, unconditional love, unconditional receptivity, a compassionate heart that sees you in your struggle, sees you in the shame, sees you in the guilt, and loves you even deeper, because you're allowing yourself to finally let go, to finally quit struggling, to finally allow the divine feminine energy to walk towards you, not pushing it away, not running away. Just allowing this beautiful divine mother figure to take steps unfazed by the guilt and shame, unfazed by the mud. And I want you to know that you are growing spiritually. You are growing emotionally. You are growing mentally. You are growing energetically now. And because you are growing, you are outgrowing your old limitations, the old stories, the old beliefs, the old emotions, the old patterns. And Kuan Yin is here to assist you now out of the mud, away from the guilt and shame. So feel her take your hand as you take a deep breath in. And as she spreads her wings, you feel yourself being pulled up, rising up, unstuck from the mud of shame and guilt. And as you feel yourself becoming lighter, rising, floating, taking deep belly breaths in, feeling the sweet release, the sweet relief. Allowing any sound, any vibration to allow your throat to become unstuck. Deep breath in. Just making a tone. Releasing, shaking, vibrating the old beliefs, the old emotions, thoughts, and stories out of your system. Deep breath in. Maybe it's a hum. Maybe it's a tone. Maybe it's just a breath. Allow whatever sounds to begin to vibrate in your throat, vibrate in your chest, taking those deep belly breaths in, allowing yourself to ascend through vibration, ascend through movement in your throat, in your chest, in your belly, taking deep belly breaths in. Allowing those emotions that have been stuck due to guilt and shame to be released now. Feeling yourself flying, floating, being carried up, up and away through space and time. Imagining a ball of pure white light above your head. Noticing that there are vibrant neon flecks like electricity with a radiant neon violet rim around the edges of this glowing, shimmering, undulating ball of pure divine love and energy. And I want you to say in your mind, I call upon the electric violet light to cleanse and clear my astral field of all negative energy now. Through the grace of Kuan Yin, so be it. And feel this energy, this bright white, violet electricity start to expand, start to envelop you, start to pour inside of you like a funnel, like an endless river coming in through the top of your head, breathing it into every cell, every muscle, every fiber of your being, feeling it go down to your toes, your calves, your knees, filling you up like water filling up a water bottle, like liquid filling up a test tube. As you continue to breathe deep this white, clearing, cleansing energy, filling up your belly, your chest, rolling over your shoulders, cascading down like a waterfall of divine light and love, filling you up, your throat, your third eye, until your whole body is vibrating in this higher frequency, clearing, cleansing until you are a huge column of electric violet light. And this column is larger than you. It's larger than your room. It's larger than your house, feeling like you are the center column, the center channel of this beautiful divine light, expanding past any perceived limitations. And just rest in this column of light and allow all the guilt and shame that you've ever experienced in your life to be cleansed, to be cleared, drifting, floating, relaxing down deeply now, expanding, evolving, taking a deep belly breath in and repeating after me. I now call in the grace of Kuan Yin to help me manifest higher vibrational thoughts, higher vibrational beliefs, higher vibrational emotions that support my soul light in a joyful and fulfilling life here on earth now. Om Mani Padme Hum. Taking a deep breath in. Now as you become a crane flying high above the clouds, dancing alongside Kuan Yin, flying, spiraling, twirling through the air, being open to and aware of any feelings inside of your body, any limitations falling away now. As you breathe in, remembering that column of light, opening yourself up over the next few days, the coming weeks, looking for any insights, any intuitive guidance, any songs that come to mind, or sporadic intuitions like dancing and singing. Any intuitive calls to meditate, to do yoga, to dance or to sing, listening to these as divine signs. For all of these higher vibrational activities help you to break free from the astral gravity. When you are feeling stuck, you move. When you are feeling held down, you vibrate, you sing, you begin to raise your vibration naturally, creating new affirmations, new thoughts, new beliefs, making lists of what you want to think, who you want to become, creating or updating your vision boards, trying something new, or maybe just saying yes to a new intuition or activity throughout the next week. Taking a deep breath in and feeling yourself landing back on solid ground, feeling lush grass beneath your feet, cool, crisp air through your lungs, and before you appears a beautiful tree of pleasure and all of the fruit that it bears for humanity. And you notice as Kuan Yin transforms from that crane into the form of a butterfly, signifying that that which once was impossible now becomes possible for you. Just like the butterfly, breaking free from the cocoon, evolving, taking flight. Anything in your sights are now possible. And I want you to begin feeling Kuan Yin land on your heart space. From caterpillar to winged creature of delight, you cannot restrain what divine grace has ordained for you, no matter how incredible it may seem. Whatever's been troubling you, whatever's been inspiring you, in this moment to simply rest and allow grace to infuse the situation or dream so that it may unfold with divine perfection. Because there are no limits to what is possible with the divine grace. And now that you've freed yourself from guilt and shame, allow this beautiful butterfly to rest in your heart space, bringing love and expansion with each and every breath you take. Let go of the thoughts and feelings of unworthiness now, and open up to the gifts of desire and pleasure. Because most of us limit desire and pleasure to the sexual space, but desire and pleasure can take the form of a beautiful warm chocolate chip cookie as you take it in. Pleasure and desire can be the form of music as you dance and sing through the night. It can take the form of connection, talking, hugging, holding hands. It can take the form of sensation, like petting a beautiful newborn kitten for the first time. So in this moment, I want you to give yourself permission to feel desire. Give yourself permission to feel pleasure, whatever form it takes now, as I explain how desire and pleasure work. Now imagine this beautiful ancient tree of pleasure before you. And as you see the tree, I want you to feel the earth beneath it yearning for its fruit. Everything holds within it masculine and feminine energy. That's the law of the universe. The feminine yearns and desires to receive and be filled, while the masculine yearns and desires to give fully. So take a moment to feel the yearning of the earth in your body, the yearning to receive pleasure, just like the ground yearning for the fruit of pleasure from the tree, the earth and the tree, one living being, connected, polar opposites, allowing that polarity to begin to build, taking a deep belly breath in. And in this moment, just begin to notice any resistance in your body towards receiving pleasure. Begin to notice any old patterns of guilt and shame ready to be released. What is your relationship like with pleasure and desire? Do you lust after it, constantly running, chasing? Are you afraid of it? Do you push it away? Do you find yourself always giving, but feeling unworthy of receiving? Just noticing, experiencing as you take a deep breath in, releasing any tension, any emotion, any constriction in the body towards receiving pleasure now. And now I want you to feel the yearning and desire to give of yourself, the yearning and desire to be fully received by the world, to be fully received by your beloved, the desire to give pleasure. Open yourself up to that and just notice what that feels like in your body. The pleasure of giving, in whatever form it takes. And notice any resistance in your body towards giving pleasure. Notice any old patterns of guilt and shame, or maybe fear. Maybe you were manipulated into giving before. You can let that go. Maybe you gave and you were rejected and you felt shame. You can let that go. Whatever your story, whatever your belief, whatever your thoughts or emotions, you can take a deep breath in and let that go. And now that we've released some of those resistances towards pleasure, I want you to allow yourself to feel pleasure in your body. Feel the pleasure beginning to grow simply because the desire is growing. Because polarity creates attraction. Not having creates wanting. Desire and pleasure are one in the same. So allow yourself to build up the energy of desire in your body, the desire for your dreams, the desire for your love, the desire for the manifestation of your mission and purpose in this planet, on this world. And notice what desiring feels like in your body. Notice the color. Notice the shape. Notice the texture. Notice where you feel that desire. And when you find it, I want you to amplify it. I want you to double it and triple it. I want you to spin that desire so fast that it begins to create a magnetic field in your body, attracting that which you desire to you. Taking a deep belly breath in, feeling your dreams moving towards you. Deep belly breath in, feeling your lover moving towards you. Deep belly breath in, feeling that magnetic field begin to expand and multiply within you. Feel that tree wanting to release its fruit onto the earth, wanting nothing more than to receive the beautiful gifts that you have to offer and you have to give. Allowing this energy to build in your body, breathing the energy into your lungs, into your belly, into the rest of your body. Deep breaths in. continuing to build that energy and allow yourself to feel safe in pleasure. Allow yourself to feel safe in desire. Allow yourself to feel safe now. And I want you to look up at the tree as you see the fruit falling onto the ground, landing like the beating of a drum, and feel the earth receiving that pleasure, experiencing it as if you were the earth, as if you were the tree, releasing, giving, as well as receiving, one in the same. Because desire and pleasure are powerful. They are part of life that we deserve to experience and we deserve to delight in. But in the same way that guilt and shame can give us into the mud, glue us down, stick us into the astral gravity, so too can we overindulge in pleasure. So take a deep breath in, knowing that deep down inside you will never be full. There will always be a deeper yearning. Once you receive, a new desire will be born. Because to be human is to desire. To be human is to seek expansion. That is the nature of the feminine energy within inside each and every one of us. That is the nature of the universe, always growing, expanding, deepening, yearning for more, and it is right to yearn for more. It is okay to yearn for more. And it is okay to take a deep breath in and allow yourself to receive that which is already coming to you. So for these last few moments, I want you to turn your awareness back towards your heart space, back towards Kuan Yin as that butterfly. And I want you to see nature through her eyes now. Look out at the tree. Look out at the fruit. Look out at the earth. And allow yourself to notice that everything in nature just is. Nature doesn't need to do anything. Noticing now that the sun just shines. Noticing that the water just flows. Noticing that the trees just grow. There is no effort. It's simple flow. So now I want you to imagine every element of your life right now as nature. All the people, all the situations, all the environments that you visit day in and day out, all just flowing without constraint. Imagine yourself letting go of all efforting, letting go of all struggling to get things just the way you want them. And notice when you let go, they're suddenly able to flow and to change, to fall into place, to grow as they are meant to grow, naturally, easily, effortlessly, according to the divine plan and grace that fills our universe. So in these last few moments, just take a deep breath in and say to yourself, I now gratefully receive the divine grace and unconditional love of Kuan Yin, the butterfly queen. Thank you for your blessings of grace that now dance through me May this grace transform my heart and transform my life into an expression of pure love and higher consciousness. I surrender into the sweetness of your grace and the joyful flow of life. Om Mani Padme Hum. And now, simply with your next breath in, allowing that pleasure and desire to fill your body once again, but this time feeling a yearning to discover, a yearning and desire to live your soul's purpose, to find out why you came here at this time on this planet. Awakening with this desire and this pleasure as your natural and intuitive gifts now. Taking a deep belly breath in. And not yet, but in just a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When I get to 5, you'll feel so refreshed, so rejuvenated, coming back to full awareness on the call, noticing that it is safe in your body to feel pleasure. It is safe in your body to feel desire. Noticing yourself feeling freed from the muck, freed from the mud, freed from the gravity of guilt and shame. On the count of 1, bringing your awareness back to your fingers and your toes. And slowly on the count of 2, expanding your awareness, feeling out into your space with your energy, feeling your bed or your seat beneath you, feeling the air around you, feeling your room coming back into your body. On the count of 3 and 4, taking a deep belly breath in and out. And on the count of 5, coming back to the space, coming back to awareness, slowly, gently, easily, and effortlessly, integrating all of the wisdom, any intuitive insights, any messages or images that you received, knowing that you are safe, held, and absolutely loved. And when you're ready, opening your eyes, I'm just going to make some space for anyone who desires to share their experience, anyone who wants to tune in. You can keep your videos off if you'd like. You can turn them on and welcome into the community. And my friends, thank you so much for showing up to Meditation Monday.